This is just a really quick video, an update on my 3-pod click and grow, which I have now had for 2 months. I started up my basil on November the 20th, so it's been 2 months and a couple of days. And I have to say, like I said before, this system is not my favorite. So here's what I'm going to show you. The basil growth pretty much stalled out. It hasn't gotten any taller. I have not had to raise this light. In contrast, other basil that I have is just going wild. And the reason for this is the way these click and grow pods are made. You can see that it's enclosed, like I mentioned before. I'm gonna get this one out of here. See if I can do this with one hand. So look at that. Those are the basil roots. Basil has a very strong root system, but what this is doing is constricting the basil roots from growing anymore, and they are strangling themselves. So when the roots can't thrive, the plant can't thrive. It's still healthy for the most part, but it can't grow anymore. So what I did with the one that was right here was I'm doing an experiment. Those pods are about 2 inches. So I took one, I put it here in my 3-inch net cup, surrounded in clay pebbles, and I put it in cracky. The water level right now is high enough to touch the roots. We're going to see. I'm very curious that if the roots can breathe again, if the roots can grow down into the nutrient solution, will the basil start growing again? Because it's nowhere near trying to bolt. It's just not growing. So I am very curious to see if I can bring this back. And I am going to do another experiment with the click and grow. I've been having big trouble getting spinach to germinate, and a friend mentioned that he likes to use his click and grow to germinate seeds. So I do have the experimental pods that came with the click and grow, but what I'm going to do is just stuff some cocoa coir in here, drop a few spinach seeds in here, and put them back and see if they will germinate, because that will kind of mimic the feeling of soil to the seeds without using soil. It'll have a light source. I'm going to lower the light, and it'll have not a very, very wet environment, but a wicking environment of water coming up into the seeds. So I will keep you posted on that. I've been rearranging some things, but I wanted to show you, this is my basil. Moved from the click and grow only, I think, 3 days later. The roots are growing down, as I hoped, into the nutrient solution. So hopefully I can make this basil last for quite a while longer. I actually put the other one here in my botanium, as mentioned. And that one is actually similarly root bound like it was in the click and grow, but it has more space. And occasionally the roots do find their way through the bottom of this top part into the nutrient solution. And the third one, I actually just moved a few minutes ago into this DWC tub for now, because they all still have some life, and I love my basil. So we'll see how long I can keep those going. Harvested some lettuce, cut the burned tips off of that basil because it was touching the light. So I'm going to get some more stuff for some salad and finish my cleaning.